Well, hello, friends, and thank you for joining us for another episode of What's Going On here at SWAGHer, where we check in and find out what's going on. I am your host for today, Jen Cares, and today we welcome Chantelle Douglas, the queen of digital marketing. So, getting right on into it. Hey, Chantelle.
Hi, Jen. Thank you for having me, SWAGHer.
Well, thank you for joining us. How you doing today?
I am doing well. I'm a bit mama tired after a long week, but I'm doing well. I cannot complain.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. We have made it to the weekend, so we'll take it, right?
Right.
So, the queen of digital marketing. Can you tell us about who Chantelle is, and we'll get into how you became the queen. But just tell us who
Right.
Chantelle is.
Well, I'm Chantelle Douglas. I'm a Louisiana gal, born and raised in Northwest Louisiana. Starting way back in the early 2000s, 2005, I started my tenure at Southern University in Baton Rouge, and that's really when life and all the things began to happen for me. I've always been a visionary, a creative, a passionate girl about whatever my passions were at that time, and that's when I evolved, and we're continuing to evolve each day. But that's when doors opened up for me, and life really just started life in a positive manner. I am a mother of two boys, soon to be three boys. So if y'all hear me a little out of breath, give me some grace. Carrying a child is no easy feat. um, I'm just a lover of all things, generational wealth and health. I love to take care of my family in a crunchy manner, as they say, with herbs and with lots of love and all that kind of stuff. I'm also a homeschooling mama. It'll officially be full-time homeschool for us this fall, so I'm excited to see how that journey pans out. And of course, I am a business owner. I'm the youngest of three. I'm the spoiled kid, as most would kind of say from the outside looking in. But, I'm just a family gal, a country gal with little island roots as well. And I'm just a lover of life and a lover of really bringing my visions into fruition. I believe that if we're given a vision, we got to push forth and bring it to life.
If we're given a vision, we gotta push forth and bring it to life. Because if not, I mean, it's gonna die.
It is.
And then you feel unfulfilled, knowing that you could have.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Shoulda, woulda, coulda is not a good thing at
not a
all.
good thing. But I also like how you said the life be life and in a good way. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we think of life be life and they be like, no, because life be life. It's not always a good way of thinking, but knowing that it's all working out as it should, even when it doesn't feel like it, doesn't see, sound like it, smell like it, taste like it, all of those things, trusting that it's going to be what it should be for us.
That's true. My favorite quote to live by is everything is always working out for me.
Mm.
Period. Point blank.
I like the
Got
period at the end because that's the
it.
complete sentence. I mean, it's working out. I ain't got to worry. Don't stress. Don't add no comma, no semicolon. That's the end of it. It's
Mhm.
working out. I thank you. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to that. So you said you're a business owner and
Yes.
you had Right for You Media. What inspired you to start that?
Well, back in 2015, a little bit about me. After I got my degree in mass communication, public relations, I never really worked in that field at all. I was in retail, I was in education, I was here, I was there. And one of the jobs I had in 2015 was for a nonprofit organization. I was supposed to be doing clerical admin type of work. And shortly after being hired, she was like, well, I do see that you have this degree in communication. How about you spearhead our social media marketing efforts and our email marketing? I was like, okay, I'm on social media for personal reasons, so I'm pretty sure I can catch on the business or the organization end of it. Long story short, I fell in love with it. The nonprofit I was working for was a sickle cell anemia foundation. And as Black people, we know that that's a prevalent disease, unfortunately, in our community. So just bringing the clientele together with community events, keeping the donors informed, that really warmed my heart, and it really just propelled me as the Buy Black movement was building traction as well. It really propelled me to just want to do more for businesses and organizations. So pretty much a year later, I was like, well, just go ahead and try it for other businesses. So From 2016 to 2018, I tested out with my peers and my colleagues and shared my ideas and all that kind of stuff. And then I officially registered and launched my business in 2018. And I've been growing and evolving as a business owner ever since.
Very nice, very nice.
Mhm.
Now, did you always see yourself going into this field?
Oh,
Like, what was your
no.
first dream?
Well, I never really always saw myself being in the online space as an entrepreneur. I honestly didn't. Growing up, I was taught, you get your education so you can get that good job, right? Or after graduation, that good job wasn't presenting itself. I was like, well, what more can I do? I was trying to get government jobs and all this kind of stuff, and it just wasn't happening for me. So I was around one of my dear friends, my line sister. She is a serial entrepreneur, and she started way back then. She was one of the first people I knew to delve into this world of business ownership. And I was just, around that. And I was like, well, maybe there's something in it for me. Because I honestly didn't know what was next for me. So just being around that type of atmosphere, it encouraged me to try it for myself. So I definitely did not think I would be here, but I am glad I am here.
I'm glad you are there too. It's funny because after you graduate school, it's like, yes, I'm going to be this. This is what I went to school for. It's going to happen. And then we find out, ooh, you find out that it's a little detour that come. And I'm grateful that you didn't give up in that detour. You found the role that worked perfectly for you.
Yeah.
So in that, what does Right For You Media do?
So we help visionary business owners claim their rightful place in the digital space. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of business owners out there with great visions of how they see their business. And I want to help them bring that to life by using proper strategies to grow and scale via social media, via email marketing, lead generation, and thought leadership opportunities such as these media interviews and such. So that's my goal, just to assist in that manner and to encourage as well, because I'm big on the mindset behind things. And boy, in business ownership, you are tested to the umpteenth degree. You
Yeah,
have to keep your mindset on a swivel and continue to allow growth and just, evolving in your mindset. You have to allow that to happen for you so you can get all that you desire to get.
absolutely, absolutely. Definitely got to do that swivel because something is always changing. You have to keep up with the times to know what that is, right?
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. So you help people with this marketing piece. And why is that important for somebody to be aware of digital marketing, right? Because we're doing a lot of different things. A lot of people are becoming influencers. A lot of people are going live. A lot of people are posting some things that can later sometimes bite you in the butt, right? Why is it important for us to be aware of what we are marketing, how we are marketing ourselves, what we're saying, what we're posting, what we're doing?
Well, because nothing ever really dies digitally, and you will always want to position yourself to win as business owners. You want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence to understand the importance of digital marketing. The importance of it is basically it's going to help your business be seen. It's going to help you grow as a business owner. If you have made the decision to start that business account on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the case may be, you definitely need to make the decision to be educated on how you should perform on those platforms so that you're not burnt out, so that you're not giving up, so that you're not saying, oh, I got to go on another hiatus. I don't know. You know how it goes. So I just want business owners to understand that, it is possible. It is work, though. It's no one-time magic pill you take and you wake up the next day and you're viral and you've hit six figures and you have all these people in your DM inquiring all day, every day. It's levels to this, but it is achievable. So I'm just here to help those business owners along the journey to achieve their goals.
It's levels to this, but it is achievable. That's really big. I heard from someone one time, they said pay for peace, right? Because you can want to do some things, but it's some things that you really don't know how to do. And we try. And we try. And we try. And then we come along and we meet somebody that is the queen of digital marketing or somebody that's well versed in it, that we can just kind of lighten our load, because it can become overwhelming to those different levels, though it is achievable. If you don't have the time, if you don't have the patience, if you don't have the to keep going, you're ready to drop out.
Yeah, that's so true. There's nothing wrong with getting help. Like I said, I'm currently pregnant now. This is not to do with business, but it's about to do with life.
Mhm.
And since I started having my children in 2019, I've had this reoccurring pain in my hip. And going to the chiropractor and stuff, I learned that it's called piriformis syndrome. Now with this little boy, he been flaring that pain up like none other. And I have been, trying to do different things in different areas of life. And I said, you know what? I have to put myself first and go ahead and book that massage appointment, because it's affecting everything else. So same with business. Like, we can get so discouraged about our business not doing what we wanted to do, not growing like we wanted to grow. So sometimes we have to put that business and our desires to grow that business first, and then everything else will line up and take care of itself.
I love it. I love it. And it's all in alignment. Let me bring us together with this part of what you just shared. You seem like being pregnant, like not necessarily marketing, right? But
Hmm.
the pain that it causes you of going through this process can then
Hmm.
affect you when you're helping somebody else, right? And that highlights the piece of self-care, making sure that we are getting our personal needs met before going out and trying to help somebody else. Because if you're having a bad day, that marketing is going to show it.
It is. I tell people that all the time. Like, we let off, we're energy beings. We all carry an energy or a spirit within us that people can pick up on when they're around us in person or virtually. So,
Mhm.
how you feel about yourself and your business and the content you're creating,
Yeah.
people are going to feel that too.
They're gonna feel that, and you want them to feel good about it. Like, you want people to walk away, and be like, "Oh, they did that. I want to find out more about that. Can I continue to connect with them? ABC, BBD, you know." But we
Mhm.
have to make sure we're taking care of ourselves, taking that pause when we do need it, not being discouraged when we do have to do that reset, because sometimes we do need a reset because what we're doing ain't working.
Right. That's definitely true. We all need to pause and reset and gather ourselves and get back at it. It's all a
Yeah.
part of life.
So in that, how do you balance being, a mother of boys, being, in the process of, producing another baby boy, being his business owner, all those things that you do? How do you balance all of that?
It's a day by day thing. No day looks the same. And I just try to put my best foot forward. I remind myself that, okay, this is my purpose, to be a mother, to be a business owner, to mother in this manner, to live my life like this. So I have to continue to encourage myself and just be my number one fan to make sure that what needs to get done. I have supportive parents. Thankfully, I have supportive partners. So that is helpful as well. And just like I say, booking that massage appointment, getting back to my self care, understanding that the boys are fine, they have everything they need plus some, but I need to make sure my cup is full too.
Yeah,
So all
yeah.
of those things help me just balance it out. And to be honest, doing content creation is therapy for me.
Mhm.
So I love it. It helps with the load pretty much.
Got it, got it. I get it. Definitely can be therapeutic. And questioning it. So, like, when it becomes, do you ever feel like you get to a part where you be like stuck? How can we motivate those that feel like, I'm in my vein, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but like, where do I go from here? What's some supporting words of encouragement you could give to those?
Just to remember that you are created to hold a lot, but you don't have to be completely overwhelmed in what you are holding. And when you do
Mhm,
feel overwhelmed, you just need to take a break, take a nap, do whatever you need to do to
mhm.
detach from that stuck feeling, because we are never stuck. We are
Yeah.
always doing what we need to do. And after take that break, however it looks for you, then it's important to make your game plan of how you're going to get back, on the saddle and continue doing what you do.
I like that. Taking that. As a kid, we fought that. But as an adult, let me tell you, I embrace it.
I
It's not
tell
that
my
way.
I tell my oldest that all the time. I say, "Mama misses naps," and he's just looking at me crazy. I'm like, "You don't understand. I miss naps so much."
Oh, they brought so much joy. They brought so much joy. But friends, we want to make sure we're balancing out, doing some great digital marketing, getting an expert to help us in that. Um,
Yes.
when we don't know, pay for that piece. Pay for that piece. So, what would you say sets your services apart from somebody else that's doing it?
Oh, I'm not going to hand you the pacifier. I didn't give any of my children a pacifier. I'm not going to give any of my clients a pacifier.
Oh
I'm going to let
man.
it be known from the jump. You have to be accountable. You have to have great communication with others, with, keeping it real with yourself. And
Hmm.
you must continue to work on your mindset.
Hmm.
People think it's a game until they get in the thick of it, when they really have created that strategy and they have begun the journey of
Yeah.
marketing themselves online. They see that it takes work. Sometimes people are marketing just for the fluff. They just pop out here and there. Oh, something happened to my screen. But some business owners, they just pop out here and there. Oh, I have an event, I have this going on. Then they go back in their shell. But when you really decide to be committed and consistent, you're gonna feel the weight of that on your shoulders. So I just let my clients know from the jump, like, if you're about this life, I'm here with you. Like, I'm not here to tell you to go buy some likes and go buy some followers and all that kind of stuff just to soothe your ego and to make you feel good. Like, we're gonna put in that work, and it's gonna be fun. Don't worry.
It's gonna be fun, don't worry. And when you see the rewards of what it is that you're working on, that brings you joy. Where it's like, okay, I can keep on going. Let me do this a little bit more. And you being that cheerleader, holding us accountable. We don't like that word all the time. Excuse me. Sorry. Holding us accountable, helps us to stay on track with what it is that we want to do. Because again, we only connect because this is something that we said we want to do. And when you're doing something, you want to be the best at what it is that you're doing.
That's true.
So you gotta figure out, research, and figure out how that can work out. Mm.
Hmm.
So you've helped over 2,000 female entrepreneurs, other
That's right.
businesses, and things of that sort. What has what of those clients that you've had that has been the biggest impact that said, yes, I'm in the right field. This is where I'm supposed to be going.
Well, when I back when the pandemic was pandemicking, I started a Facebook group. It grew rapidly because business ownership was growing rapidly at that time. So before I knew it, I had over 2K women in business in that group, and I was able to connect with my very first monthly recurring social media management client. And just being the thought leader of that group, being the creator of that group, having my ideas be received so well, that right there really let me know that this is it for me. It's not always easy running a Facebook group. Back then it was kind of fun, but I know it has its different pros and cons. But if you look at it in the right way, it can be rewarding. So I was just thankful for that opportunity. I soon let the group go because I was like, it's time to go on to something else. A lot of people, they just want you to pat them on the back and give them free tips, and they still not do the right thing. And I'm like, hold up, I'm not going to continue to live like this. But in all of that, I say I still had a great experience there, and it definitely was that aha moment for me that, hey, you can really do something with this.
And
Mhm.
to my swaggers that are tuned in, that's really big. When we go to somebody to get some support and then don't listen to nothing that they say, we wasting their time and we wasting our time, right? Because we're trying to get that support and things like that. That's like if you go to the restaurant and you keep going back and forth, you don't know what you want. After a while, the server's gonna leave and they may or may not come back, and then you're irritated, agitated. But they're trying to help you, but you have to be able to help yourself. You have to be able to vocalize what it is that you want and that you need. But then you gotta do the action too. Once it comes, you gotta eat it. It goes well, then you pay for it and things like that. So, friends, we gotta do our part and follow the process of whatever it is that we need and what it is that we want to continue to flourish and the dreams and goals that we've set forth to do.
Yeah, no instant gratification on this business ownership journey. So you have to do all the things.
I did a SWAGHer with someone the other day, and she was just talking about the consistency. And you really have to be consistent at the end of the day because you get
Yeah.
discouraged. Like, nobody's looking at it, nobody's liking, nobody's following, nobody. As you become consistent, they say, they see you. They don't always like, they don't always comment, but they see you. And as you continue to be consistent, your name then starts getting mentioned in other rooms. You want to reach out to You want to reach out to Chantelle. Chantelle, she knows what she's doing. She's going to help
Right.
you pull this together, get it together, because she's been posting things. She did this group, she did that, she did this. Did that. Your resume will speak for itself of that which you have posted to show they know what they're talking about.
Exactly. That's why I believe doing things like this is important. Supporting um, magazines like SWAGHer. It's important to do those things for yourself as a business owner because you can't just depend on posting on social media. You can't just depend on sending an email once or twice a month. You have to do all of the things that you can.
It for sure takes a village. It
Yeah,
takes a village. So you have to reach out to all those different resources.
for
Uh,
sure.
I saw an article where you said, "My desire is not for people to remember what I've created, but for my children and their children to benefit from the choices I've made as an entrepreneur. One of the first in my family." Can you talk about that legacy and how that process was for you to be the first of your family to have their own business?
Well, when I decided to do this, I didn't realize what I was deciding to do in the grand scheme of things. But after, you continue to educate yourself, you've learned the potential that you hold as a business owner. And in the industry I was in, the industry I am currently in, I know there's always going to be a need. I strongly feel that social media will not go anywhere. I think it will only evolve and grow into change into different things. But for me, it's really about more than just working all of my life and retiring, getting a 401k, and leaving my children some insurance money. I want to leave them the legacy of having options. They may not want to take on right for you media. I don't know. I'm not going to force them to do any of that, but I just want them to know that they have options in life. My son, the oldest one, is already big into gaming and YouTubing and all that kind of stuff. So I want him to know that if that's a career path he wants to take, he can choose it. So I just want to leave them the legacy of options. And of course, I want to leave them the legacy of what to do with your money, how to invest in yourself, how to utilize the money you earn so that it doesn't run dry, and how to be a good steward of what you have in life.
And that's a great correlation of marketing, right? As you're
Hmm.
consistent in that and showing that your boys see, oh, this is how you doing. You're marketing the blueprint of how they too can do it, right? And as
Right.
you continue to do it, you practicing what you preach. They're like, oh, she know what she doing. She keeping that flow going. How can I do that? And then they want to find what their grind is, what their niche is, so that they too can go in a vein. Because legacy is really important. Of trying to leave something for our babies, and though they may follow, they may not follow, but they know the blueprint of how to get a business, how to get it running, how to market it,
Hmm.
you know,
That's so true.
and go somewhere else. Very nice. This is cool. This is cool. Uh, what do your boys say about the marketing? Are they engaged? Do they know anything about it yet? Are they of age to know?
Yeah, my oldest will be 5 this month, and he has been there from the jump. I had him in 2019, right when I was in a group coaching program and getting real serious about business. So he's been there in the thick of it with me.
Mhm.
He loves it. He's always into my social medias, like, what's going on with you? He understands that right now I'm in an interview and he is to not disturb me. He encourages me all the time. He says I'm the number one business owner on Instagram.
Yeah.
When he gets mad at me, he says silly stuff like, I don't like the queen of digital marketing and stuff. But my middle baby will be turning 2 in July, so he's just like knocking the phone out my hand, just wanting all the attention. He don't care,
Mhm, mhm.
which is fine. But yeah, my oldest is one of my number one supporters. So
I love it. I don't like the queen of marketing. Oh, precious. But again, they're seeing you being consistent, knocking that phone out, but they see you always got it because you're always working. And sometimes, kids get caught up on the videos of the games and things, but you're diligently working and they see that connection. And children remember, they pay attention.
they do.
They pay attention. They pay attention. What do you feel like is next for you? What is the next thing for your business?
Well, I have big visions for my business, and one of the things that I have been envisioning is getting a physical space. I
Mhm.
want to be able to offer in-person consultations and to also have just a comfortable home to
Mhm.
host my virtual consultations and meetings and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
I do desire to expand my business so I can hire other women like me to
Mhm.
live out their dreams at home.
Yeah.
Um, and I want to get into the print aspect of it, helping my local entrepreneurs with different printing things that they have. But other than that, I'm really focused on taking care of the clients that I have now and just continuing to place myself in different positions to get more traction and get more visibility for myself.
I like it. I like it. Well, we want you to keep going. We want you to keep thriving. We want you to keep sharing the message, because there are many that need the service. And
Yeah,
if ever you're in doubt of knowing what should I do, who can I get help from, when you just do a nice little search on Instagram, Google, YouTube, Facebook, you can connect with resources, and you find, does it fit with you? Does it mesh with you, to help you to make sure that you got your marketing on lock? Because marketing is really important.
it is. You got to find the person that you resonate with to assist you. You don't have to answer all those cold DMs and those cold emails you get, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to really do your homework and find the
Yes.
person that you connect with to help you on that journey.
Yes, yes. Because and it's hard. What I will say is hard. Like, as an entrepreneur myself, of trying to make sure marketing is great, making sure that you get the best of the best. You'll be like, "Hey, you want to be a cashier?" And they send you a picture, and it's a selfie. I'll be like, "What in the room?" You want to be a speaker. You also have to do the pieces to protect yourself, and like, of how you're being marketed. That you invested in yourself. This is an investment to get digital marketing. That's an investment to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. And you're like, yes, I want to go to that business. I remember
It
somebody reached out. They was like, "Yeah, we picked you because of your picture." Yep, because you get them pictures taken. Because make sure they're up to date, and that's a part of marketing, friends, of our digital pieces. The words that we're going to. What are some other highlight pieces of marketing that you could drop nuggets of that's already shared? It's not like a freebie, but to help them to buy in, to come connect with you.
Say it again.
With some nuggets of wisdom related to marketing, that can help others to tap in to get more information of how they become better in that area. Like I said, like photos and things, with some other things.
Okay. So pretty much you have to make a decision that you're going to market for the long haul, and then you have to determine what your strategy is to market. You have to know who you're trying to reach, where you need to reach them, how you need to reach them, and if you ever have problems determining that or making it real for you, then it's okay to ask for help or to look at a colleague or a constituent in the same field as you, but to not exactly mirror what they're doing. Everything has to be unique to you, unique to who you are trying to reach, so you can have that correct messaging for your audience. So really get serious about your marketing strategy, because that's basically the blueprint. That's how you lay the good foundation for all the other things to come. So you just don't want to start off with, looking any kind of way, like you say, with the selfies and stuff. I understand not everybody may have a headshot when they start, but there are also tools online that you can use to spruce up whatever photos you have and
Man,
make them look 10 times better.
you making me nervous because these AIs are scaring me. Because some of these people,
Oh, I'm not talking about AI. I'm talking about like simple background removing things. You know what I'm
got
saying?
you,
I
got you.
feel like AI is kind of like the cartoon graphic designers that DM us and comment on our posts all the time. It's kind of like the same thing. So we have to be careful with that.
Yeah.
But a lot of y'all cell phone cameras look real good. So just make sure that,
Mhm.
if you are starting off from scratch,
Mhm.
that you are utilizing all the things that you can to help you, but you're not staying there for too long. And even SWAGHer magazine had posted on their timeline a few days ago a list of different free resources that business owners can use to help get them started. But
Right.
another thing I want to say, as business owners, you always want to start off on a good foot with your marketing assistance, with your coaching assistance, with your
Mhm.
credit and
Right.
your business credit and your funding assistance, so you don't have to stay in that space for too long. That's something I wish I would have known back in 2016, 2018, but we live and we learn. So I
Right.
tell up and coming entrepreneurs all the time, make sure that you're educating yourself about what you need.
I love it. I love it. Friends. The information was shared. I hope that you enjoyed and that you tuned in, that you took some notes, so that you can, make sure your digital marketing is up to par. All right. And whatever essence that looks like, be sure to reach out to Chantelle. We have our link tree. You can screenshot it, and then on our iPhone, friends, you can like copy the words from it from that picture. Isn't that dope? I'm not sure what it's like in the Droid world. No shade. The same for the iPhone people. But we can also make sure that we have it in the chat. Also, be sure to follow on Instagram at the Queen of Digital Marketing. Is there anything else that you want to share that you didn't share?
No, just follow me. My DMs are open. If you have any questions, don't be asking me for too much advice because I'm gonna give you my one-on-one marketing strategy session link to book. Okay, but yeah, follow me. I am a friendly person, and again, I thank y'all for having me, SWAGHer. Thank you, Jen. That's
We
all
thank
I
you
got.
so much. We thank you so much for joining us and being a part. As Chantel shared, we do post always some great content and resources. So be sure to like, comment, and share. Be sure to follow us if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever. Be sure to tap on in so that you can always be in the know to help your marketing get to where it needs to be. Okay. I am your host, Jen Cares. You can follow me on Instagram at Jen_Cares. It has been a pleasure. I hope that you have an amazing day. And friends, if you need help, go ahead and pay for peace and find somebody that can help you do what it is you're trying to do out here in these streets. Okay. Y'all have a good one. Until next time. Bye bye.